Standard of the Turkmen, Central Asian, Wolfhound. Turkmen National Standard, 1992. Introduction. The Turkmen, Central Asian. Wolfhound is an ancient breed of shepherd's dog, developed by the people of Central Asia primarily to guard flocks against predators. Thanks to centuries of folk selection, it has reached us virtually unchanged. The breed descends from Tibetan Mastiff-type dogs that were modified by the social conditions of the nomadic peoples and by the harsh local climate. Its native range covers much of Central Asia, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, the Kyrgyz Republic, mainly the south, Iran, and Afghanistan. Local names vary: shepherd's dog, chopanit, or wolfhound, reflecting its work. Endless near waterless deserts between the Caspian Sea and the Amu Darya River, scant food, scorching heat, constant battles with predators, and the lifestyle of the people have shaped the dog's appearance and character, making it powerful, enduring, undemanding, economical with its energy, fearless, strongly territorial, self-confident, and independent. For centuries, the breed was subject to natural selection. Only the fittest survived. Generation after generation, life chose the strongest males, those able to fight adult predators and, in the mating season, defeat rivals. Under artificial selection, shepherds followed the same principle, keeping only the strongest and bravest dogs for breeding. Working ability was decisive, but it was tied to conformation. Only animals with the anatomy best suited to such combat could prevail. They preferred large, athletic males, famous for killing predators, reliable guarding, or victories in traditional dogfights held on holidays. Nature endowed these wolfhounds with immense strength, a bulletproof hide, powerful jaws, and excellent lungs. Constant clashes with predators honed their fighting skills to perfection. Any mistake meant death under an enemy's teeth. Breed standard. The Turkmen, Central Asian. Wolfhound is the shepherd's indispensable partner for flock protection and is also widely used to guard property and facilities in various climates. General appearance: a dog above average height, minimum height at withers, males 68 centimeters, females 60 centimeters, strong, harmonious, well-proportioned, body compact, constitution coarse, bones massive, muscles well-developed, skin thick with plentiful subcutaneous fat, elastic and mobile over the muscles, forming a typical dewlap on the neck. Eyesight and hearing are good. Sexual dimorphism pronounced. Males are larger, more masculine, and heavier than females. Coat colors are varied. Hair dense with a well-developed undercoat. Characteristic gait: a short, ground-covering trot. Nervous system type: strong, balanced but lively. Typical behavior: active defensive. The breed is courageous, distrustful of strangers, strongly territorial, aggressive toward predators and rivals. It shows high working capacity, stamina, ability for long marches, superb fighting qualities, and fearlessness. Centuries of guarding sheep have made the Turkmen, Central Asian, Wolfhound an excellent watch and guard dog. A notable trait is a high tolerance for pain. 1. Head. Massive, broad in skull, proportionate, sex-typical, with well-developed cheekbones. Skull flat, stop barely visible. Viewed from above the head is trapezoidal. Supraorbital ridges may be marked, giving the impression of a sharper stop. Muzzle short, about 1/3 of the total head length, wide at the base and hardly tapering toward the nose. Seen from front and above it appears rectangular. In profile, it forms a blunt wedge, upper lip thick, overlapping the lower, lip corners may be visible. Muzzle lines run parallel to the top line of skull. Nose large, black. In light-colored dogs, brown nose, eye rim, and lips are allowed. 2. Dentition. Teeth large, white, broad at the root, tight, complete. Incisors in one line, scissor bite, level bite, or reverse scissor bite permitted. 3. Ears. Small triangular pendant on cartilage set low, ear base narrow, traditionally cropped. 4. Eyes. Small, slightly rounded, set straight, and moderately deep. The most practical shape is triangular, as it offers better protection from blowing sand during storms. The desert winds are fierce and the sand can cut like shards of glass. Eye color ranges through various shades that match the coat or are darker. Eyelids are thick. The expression is confident and stern, the gaze somber and heavy. 5. Neck. Short, muscular, nearly round in section, carried low with a pronounced dewlap. 6. Body. Powerful. Body length may exceed height at withers, chest broad and deep, ribs well sprung, widening behind the shoulder blades, thoracic section of spine longer than lumbar, sternum long, reaching to or below elbow, withers well pronounced, especially in males, back strong, broad, slightly dipped behind withers, loin short, broad, well filled, slightly arched, false rib long, giving a tucked up outline, croup broad, muscular, nearly level, abdomen moderately tucked. 7. Tail. High set, thick at base, long, carried down, saber-shaped or curled in lower third, traditionally docked in first days of life. 8. Forelimbs. Straight and parallel, length to elbow equals half or slightly more than half, the height at withers. Shoulder blades wide, long, steeply set, falling almost vertically from the shoulder joint. Shoulder angle somewhat open, forearm strong, muscular, thick when viewed from front, slightly tapering to pastern. Pasterns strong, nearly vertical. 9. Hind limbs. Matching forelimbs, set wide and parallel. Thighs broad, muscular, stifle angle slight, level with elbows. Hock joints strong, coarse, broad with barely marked blunt angles. Calcaneus well developed. Rear pasterns massive, almost vertical. 10 feet. Round. Toes short, springy, tightly knit, arched. 11. Movement. Typical is the shortened, springy trot with powerful rear drive and free reach for, breaking into gallop when accelerating. Top line remains level and firm in trot. 12. Color. Varied, white, black, gray, fawn, red, brown, brindle, piebald, spotted. Whatever the color, all breed typical features must be clearly expressed. 13. Coat. Hair coarse, straight, with rich undercoat. On head and foreface of limbs, it is short and close. Two length types: A, longer coat, 7 to 8 centimeters, longer guard hair on ears, neck, back of fore and hind limbs and tail. B, short coat, 3 to 5 centimeters, short, close-lying hair. False. Height at withers, males under 70 centimeters, females under 62 centimeters. Soft build, excessive flabbiness, timidity, overexcitability, eyes lighter than coat ground color, obliquely set eyes. Teeth worn beyond age, incisors not in one line, slight yellow plaque, neck long or insufficiently muscled, flat, shallow chest, excessive tuck-up. Withers low, not rising above back, light head, short forehead relative to body, domed forehead, pronounced stop, long muzzle, inconspicuous cheekbones, high-set uncropped ears, visible occipital crest, soft or long straight back, long loin, lightly sloping croup, undocked tail, slight cowhocks or toe out, soft pasterns, slight deviation from parallel limbs, slight closeness of hocks, flat elongated feet, saddle or tan color. Serious faults: light build, poor bone, height at withers. Males under 68 centimeters, females under 60 centimeters. Cowardice: small sparse teeth, flat, narrow, underdeveloped chest, very short coat without undercoat, soft wavy or curly coat, narrow light head, pinched, pointed muzzle, markedly protruding occiput, high set neck, long, narrow, sagging loin, narrow, sharply sloping croup, pronounced high rear, sharp or deformed pasterns, limb bone deformities, sloping pasterns, marked deviations from parallel limbs, general weakness, thin skin, poor subcutaneous fat, disqualifying faults, crypto, urchidism, males of feminine type. In males, narrow light head, sharp muzzle, absence of more than 2 teeth, unless trauma can be proven,